This year in 2021, I have a few artists that I think are going to do really well. Now, I don't necessarily want to say they're going to blow up, but I can see them doing very well, big numbers, and I'm just going to get into this. Alright, so to start off with this list, there's Dro Kenji. Dro is someone that I have seen with an incredible work ethic. He's been doing really well with numbers lately, and this does come from the internet money push. We've seen it over and over and over again. I've even made a video on this, why internet money artists blow up. I haven't watched that video in a long time, so I don't know how outdated or bad it is, but I talked about like Ian, Stacy, just internet money artists that we have seen over and over and over doing extremely well because of internet money's push. That collective honestly has so much influence, which is awesome to see. I support internet money. They do amazing things, and it's just cool to see them working with someone like Dro Kenji. They're currently dropping an album every single month with him. I don't know how long this is going to go for, but at least so far we got Pistols and Tears in November, Race Me to Hell in December, and now we're getting a project in January. So I don't know if it's necessarily going to be monthly projects forever or for how long this is going to continue with, but Dro is definitely going to be someone big. We've seen some crazy stuff with him, and he showed us how versatile he is within only 2 projects. And if you guys are thinking that's a huge output of music, it is, definitely is. But almost any artist could do this. I mean, even Juice could have done this. Probably like Laroi could have done this. I mean, I feel like a lot of artists make enough music to where they could do this. They just don't. Now, I do see a negative in this. I don't want Dro to get burnt out, just kind of fade away and stuff like that. But as long as he stays with internet money and keeps getting the push, that just can't happen. He's going to get playlisting. He's going to get put on. He's going to get big features. He already has a Ty Fontaine feature, which I don't know if he's actually passed Ty so far and like streams and stuff like that, because I don't really know how Ty Fontaine does. I'm not a huge fan of Ty, so I don't want to like compare him in that sense, but Dro's got the Ty feature from the internet money backing. We also know he has a Snot feature. Don't know if it's going to drop soon, but it definitely could, and that's just stuff to point out. When someone works with internet money, you get good industry connections. That's why Ian was getting called an industry plant. It didn't really have anything to do with Ian getting treated any different than what artists like even now are getting treated to blow up. Like Dro, I'm pretty sure Dro's getting one of the same treatments that Ian got. It's just because Ian got so much success instantly, which is what's happening with Dro. It's because Taz has that influence. Internet money has that influence to get you those big features, those great deals, stuff like that. But yeah, Dro Kenji is definitely one to keep your eye on this year, especially if his music keeps staying at the good quality it is. Taz said that the reason we're getting so much music from him anyways is because if he doesn't put these songs out now, we're never going to get them, which is honestly one of the things we fell in with Juice. I mean, there's a lot of music that we'll probably now get because Juice passed, but if Juice was still here making music, there's 2018, 2019 songs that probably never would have got released that are going to now. Now, that obviously isn't like the best way to look at stuff because Juice was going to keep making better songs and newer songs, but for Dro's case, I would rather just get like 10 songs a month that he was working on that past month just to hear how he's like evolving and going up. And it's an awesome way to market because no one's really been marketed like this, at least to my knowledge. Alright, moving on, we have Bernard Jabs. You guys probably know who he is. I'm going to keep this brief, but Bernard Jabs has been under everyone's radar ever since Ian blew up with the Molly video. I think that put a lot of people on him. And then Bernard dropped another song with Ian, Come Again. That song did extremely well for him as well. And we just kind of seen a lot of stuff been going on with Bernard Jabs recently. Something I do want to mention is I'm pretty sure Bernard Jabs had a record deal with Def Jam Records because his first EP, I don't think it's an album, Cold Hearted, was actually distributed through them. So unless he just had a distribution deal, something with that happened. And I'm pretty sure he was signed with them because I don't see why Taz wouldn't have signed Bernard Jabs if he didn't have the chance or if Bernard Jabs wasn't already signed to someone. But I'm pretty sure Bernard Jabs got out of that label because his second EP that he released in 2020, at least officially on Apple Music, Pimp B, has no label backing. Bernard Jabs has basically just been promoting it on his own, but I'm pretty sure he did get signed to Young Thug's label because he has been posting about it and talking about that, or at least he did a couple times. So it's just awesome to see if he especially did, just because I want to see Bernard Jabs get put on. He has so much talent. His new song, Out of Sight, Out of Mind, is amazing. It's getting slept on. A lot of people don't really listen to Bernard Jabs like that anymore. I think it's just because they might think a lot of his hype died down, or maybe even just because of the label not pushing him like it was before, because he might not have one now, or at least he hasn't dropped anything with the new label yet. But I would just keep my eye on Bernard Jabs because we've seen it over and over and over again where artists are just constantly working, trying to break into the mainstream, and then once it finally happens, it happens big. So just keep your eye on Bernard Jabs. And now the next artist I'm going to talk about is TheHxliday. TheHxliday also is an artist with a great work ethic. I mean, he's posted a couple times on Twitter that he has like 12 or 1300 songs in the vault. And he's just been working for years. He finally got his record deal with Motown Records, and they've been pushing him and promoting him well. He's released his first EP, Bat Boy, which if you guys want to see, I have a review to that EP on my second channel. Link to that is in the description down below. It's complex edits. I also have a video where I talk about Whole Lotta Red, Dro Kenji's Race Me to Hell, and I talked about some singles from TheHxliday. And yeah, like I said, Bat Boy. So if you want to check that out, link to that channel is in the description down below. But that's besides the point. TheHxliday really gives me Juice vibes. I mean, just seeing him preview music and stuff like that, everything just reminds me of Juice. And I honestly think if a lot of people just got on TheHxliday right now, stayed caught up with his Instagram, his snippets, all that stuff that's going on with TheHxliday, you would see a huge Juice WRLD backflash, kind of just of how Juice started out with only having like 100 people in his lives. And I don't necessarily know if this is going to be the year where TheHxliday blows up, but from the stuff he's done on the Internet Money album and the big step up he's had with quality with Bat Boy, in my opinion, he's putting out his best quality stuff right now. I know a lot of people do like his Broken Halls EP. I'm not a huge fan of it. I like In My Feelings and Save Me off that, but other than that, I'm not a huge fan. But I can definitely see TheHxliday doing big things, and his marketing strategy is really cool. It's really unique to him. He drops every single holiday. He released a single on Thanksgiving, and then on Christmas, and then an EP on New Year's. I don't know if this is necessarily going to follow through and keep working like this. I think he got really lucky that all of those ended up to be on Fridays, because now that he has a major label that signed Lil Baby, he's definitely going to have to follow the Friday release strategy, at least I think. But the good thing about having a major label is he's going to get easy and good playlisting, at least for the first few songs that he drops, and that'll definitely give him an increased chance to blow up. And I do want to see TheHxliday do well. I think he would be one of the top artists that I would want to see leading the next generation of artists and rappers, just because I really do see a big Juice resemblance in him, and I think he would be one of the most genuine guys to be leading the rap game, or at least like the next rap scene or next wave of rappers coming up this year. Now, there's already artists that have blown up that I've talked about I think before, but if not, I definitely would have put them in this video. But like Ian, 24K Golden, they've obviously blown up to the mainstream with Mood. Both of their next projects are going to be probably the biggest part and statement of their career. So I hope they do extremely well with that this year, because I'm assuming both their projects are going to be releasing this year. But there's one more artist that I saved to the end just because he's probably more established than everyone I've already talked to, which is crazy because, I mean, besides like Dro Kenji actually being with Internet Money, this next artist is the last one to really kind of get into the game and already be seeing the success he is. And this is obviously the Kid Laroi. The Kid Laroi has been getting insane marketing, an insane push, insane playlisting, just everything. Everything is falling in perfectly for Laroi. And while a lot of people don't like Laroi, and you might already consider him mainstream or too big to even be in this list, I saved him till the end because I put a few more people that I do think are underrated or low-key. If you watch my channel, you probably know who they already were, unless you just found this channel. But yeah, Laroi is just someone that is going to be big. He's not to where I even think he's going to be close to being as of yet. Obviously, he's bigger than TheHxliday, Bernard Jabs, and Dro Kenji, but he's nowhere near the success he's going to be at. You guys already know I don't agree with a lot of the marketing stuff going on with Laroi, but we can't deny that his first mixtape, F Love, and then the Deluxe Savage, everything is doing amazing. I know a lot of that has to do with the Juice marketing and stuff, and it's honestly smart marketing with Baby if he wants to promote a new artist. It's not really fair to Juice fans and just to see it going down. I'm not a fan of that aspect of it, but then again, we've seen documentaries, stuff like that, older clips of Laroi, that he's been working for this, and I do think he deserves it, and I don't think Laroi has a hand in what's happening with his marketing. So I just want to keep that out there. I'm not coming at Laroi. I'm not even coming at Lil Baby or the label. I'm not a fan of the marketing, but some people don't care, so I'm just stating how I feel about that matter. But yeah, Laroi is definitely on his way to being the next Post Malone or his own Post Malone. He's definitely going to be in the pop-ish rap scene, and he's going to just have huge features like that. I think he's going to be one of those artists that everyone wants a feature with. He's just going to have an insane year. But that's all for this video. What do you guys think? Did I leave anyone out? Is there anyone that you guys think is going to do really well this year? Comment them down below. And And thank you guys for watching. At the time I'm making this video, we're like at 9.7 thousand subscribers. We're getting close to 9.8, and I'm just trying to hit 10K. So if you guys are new here, please subscribe, and thank you for the support recently. And yeah, like I said earlier, if you guys do want to check out my second channel, link to that is in the description down below. I also have an Instagram, Complex Productions 999. We're really close to 600 subscribers over there, so if you want to check that out, I link it in the description as well. I also have a Twitter at Complex Discuss. I'm most active over there, so if you want to stay updated with me, that's the place to do it. I also have a SoundCloud where every single month I make a new playlist of music I'm listening to, and then I also make a playlist for fans' music and whatever you guys make, and if I listen to it and I like it, I'm going to add it in that playlist. So you can DM it to me on Twitter, Instagram, comment it, DM it to me on SoundCloud, wherever you feel free doing that at. I'm going to sit down and listen to a lot more of that music again so I can update that playlist, but for now, just send everything you want to me. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next video.